Hey, welcome to the show, everybody. Welcome to the Council on Future Conflicts. My name is Scott. I am the proprietor of the Future Conflict channel. Today, episode 580, we're talking domestic dilettantes in the Gaza Getdown. We had Joe. He was here when we pushed the button, so he is not here. I'm sure he'll be back shortly. Watcher, how you doing, brother?
Hey, doing all right this morning. Laughing at idiots, but we'll get to that when we get to the show.
Yeah.
But I think my wife probably put it the best. We were watching and we expected fireworks, and mostly we got a wet fart.
Well, I mean, I hope the fireworks never come. It's just I'm all for these leftist wet farts, but that said, expect if you expect it to be bad and it's never that bad, then is that really?
No,
I mean, let's be honest. I think a lot of these
these
people are scared shitless of an actual civil war and running into like a Joe Dolio standing out there in the rain wearing his orange glasses, carrying his M4, asking, "What kind of American are you?"
Well,
Joe?
some of them are.
How are you doing today?
We'll get into that.
Right-wing death squads are a thing.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Rumor has it there's going to be a whole week of training of that kind of stuff happening here in the next day or so.
Joe, how you doing, brother? How was the Ren Fair of the weekend?
I have.
The question frustrated him so much he had to mute himself. I think it might be a connection issue.
Mediocre hot dogs and hamburgers. So they failed in that regard. But non-readiness was a blast. We had a good time with everybody out there. Angry American. And of course,
out of it, right?
Yes, I will find that photo and send it over before the show ends. We did collect a battle trophy. We threatened all along to go down and raid Hobbiton down there and attack the Shire. But we did not. But although a war trophy was still claimed, nonetheless, we're just that good. So I'm going to find that and send it over right away. So we had a good time.
No, that's awesome. I mean, it sounds like a good event, a lot of fun. I really wish I could have been there. That was the original plan, but hey, not all plans survive contact with the enemy, and neither did this one.
Well, I wanted to point out that a good chunk of the chat is actually here and in person. They're in a different room because they won't shut up. So I had to go hide away from them. But we've got Hunch the Gritty Roofer here, Suburban Contra, and Jay Clark is here. Spent the weekend with Doc Clark and Mrs. Clark, who's absolutely an amazing and lovely woman. And
we watched you, Joe.
Oof.
Sorry, I'm crunching ice with my teeth at the same time Joe decides to leave, so I can't figure it.
So it's the worst
I didn't leave. I just stopped talking.
No. The network cut you out before you had stopped, Joe. But that's fine.
Oh, just always get it. Always meet your mutuals whenever you have a chance.
Yeah, 100% on that. Yeah, it's always good to meet because they're all. I mean, if you like them on the internet, you'll definitely like them in person, right?
No, there's a couple where that was proven to be not true over the last few days. But in general, yes.
Unless they look like this.
There were some of those people down at the down in the Shire. That's what we called the Renaissance Festival, the Shire. What's funny is they were so in character They were even doing it on the radio. So we were doing a little SIGINT practice, right? Listening to other comms. And one guy was like, there are folk in need of transportation near the archery range on the radio. I'm like, they didn't have radios, so I don't know why you would. I don't know. It was weird. And one guy tried to get out a conversation with Matt in Old English style talking, and I was like, hey, man, you want night vision or not?
Thou shalt seest in the dark with the.
Oh.
Yes.
Well, ironically, Kevin from Brushbeater Store and I, while we were wandering around and touring things, we decided to research Old English greetings from that time period. And one of them was, what ho? And we decided if you added a comma, it was still relevant today. What ho? And as we went around greeting everyone with what ho, they had no idea what we were talking about. So it was entertaining, to say the least.
Yeah, well, I mean, the one joke about Ren fairs was always that the kind of, what was it, the loose women with big boobs who were drawn to those things. So it was kind of like, it was always interesting to at least observe the scenery.
We had that discussion about fair maidens, and that was the actual reconnaissance that was being done during this. But we learned that the size of the breast was directly proportional to the size of the beast. So that did not hold true. I'm sure they were loose women, but I don't think anyone was interested. Yeah, I kept trying to steer our young unattached males down there, but none of them wanted anything to do with it. I was trying to help out the guys, but didn't work out.
I mean, let's be honest. They had their eyes on the prize, and the prize is preparedness and being ready for what's
every American's wife walking around, so that kind of throws bad things into the mix of the other ladies. So,
yeah. Gentlemen, shall we get stuck in with the first topic here in the odds and ends? Everybody was so breathless about the tomahawks, and yet somehow that didn't happen. It's almost as if it was a shock of all shocks negotiation tactic by the administration, as it's kind of a trial balloon. And Zelensky shows up, and lo and behold, he doesn't get it. He doesn't get the the tomahawks. I mean, anybody surprised by this?
The Ukraine flag people. I don't mean Ukrainians. I mean the Ukraine flag people on X. I think
the NAFO bros.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, they were surprised.
I think they're probably a little surprised.
Well, the funny thing is, guys like us weren't surprised because we knew they didn't have any fucking platforms to shoot the damn things from.
No, and honestly, I would be shocked if Zelensky is surprised. Despite the
that's probably true too. I mean, yeah. Speaking of which, let's look into this one and see who was shouting at who. And
hey, by the way, watch the executive council chat. By the way,
checking in. Oh yeah, hold on. We should probably do this before we dig in.
Okay, let's do that. Oh yeah, look at that. What? Where is that hat supposed to be from? Like Sweden, Finland, something like that?
I guess.
The Shire, bro. It was from the Shire.
Okay. If you tell me that's where it's from, then I'll believe it. Yeah.
And Matt's wife was like, "Don't put that thing on your head. It's probably got lice and scabies and something else." It spent a long time on Matt's head. He actually wore it over to the bar for a while too, so it was a good time.
That's so funny. All right, let's jump in here. After reported shouting match, Zelensky and Trump agree battle lines should be frozen before final peace can be brokered. In what appears to be yet another unconfirmed of our Trump proxy theory, that after President Trump's lengthy call with Putin, the American leader urged Zelensky to accept Russia's terms for ending the war in a volatile White House meeting on Friday. Did you guys see that the reporter totally pinned Zelensky down? Okay, what are you willing to give up? You know, it's kind of like, and he basically said, oh, well, the Russians have got to give up stuff. I mean, it was like, he's not a
Revealed
serious fucking president. I mean, this is what happens when you